and I think he's quite flexible. He's generally his zone control is just very good, which you'd expect out of Samus. They jump straight into that.
Yeah, that was if they have the right stages.
Stadium, very standard. It gives them both a lot of room to zone each other out.
Nutlord even admitting there that Ramboss looks tough. This might be an uphill battle. They get a nice conversion. Ooh, overshoots with a full hop aerial. Honestly, haven't seen one of those in many.
Advanced tech coming out from Nutlord there.
Ooh, but a very nice attempt at an edge guard. Ramboss just going to score it out real nice with those mothballs. But they got a hell of a lot of percent off that a few interactions.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we saw from his earlier set as well, that Nutlord is able to take one hit very, very far.
Yes, his advantage is quite nice. Really, really keep that control.
Definitely feels like Ramboss is the one porting Nutlord to come to him in the neutral situations, though. He's very happy to just sit underneath a platform and wait for Nutlord to press an inner button.
Yeah, as we say, Ramboss is a very versatile player. Like he never says no to sitting behind a charge shot and just letting things happen. He is a big fan of that business. Oh, but getting tagged by one himself.
It's always a little bit unfortunate when you're trying to jump over a charge shot, but it's more charged than you thought it was, or your character's jump animation isn't quite as good. Very nice parry coming out there from Nutlord. And yeah, you just get clipped by the charge shot anyway.
Yeah. Nice little missile just to defuse one of those mothball bombs. And stall that recovery a little bit. Very nice conversion getting to the grab there. I'm really liking what we're seeing from Nutlord.
Yeah, just the pressure that he's applying once he has advantage is really nice. He seems to have a very good understanding of what defensive options people might pick.
It's very, very atypical seeing a Samus like that plays this aggressively and holds advantage so like actively, but charge shot.
Yeah, off on the read there. Nutlord expecting Ramboss to drop through the platform and was looking for an up smash, but way off on his read and got a charge shot for it.
Absolutely. But, you know, he's already managed to amass a nice 100%, so he's pretty comfortable, although this is looking a little bit dicey.
Nutlord is holding forward very hard in advantage. It worked there, but he got called out for it twice with pivot grab before that, so I think he maybe needs to mix up how he's landing a little bit.
Absolutely. Oh, yep, too much percent on Ramboss to get hit by that timing of the grab. Gonna pop right over it.
Wow,
Jab on the platform. That was sick. Very much like that spacing of the charge shot just to go through the platform. It can actually really mess you up if you accidentally hit it right in the platform and just completely evaporates.
Does Samus up smash hit on platforms now? I kind of lost track of whether it had been fixed or not.
Sort of.
Because I was feeling like Ramboss maybe could have got harder punished there on that.
It's a crapshoot, I think, is the general line. It can work. But mainly it's to cover drop throughs.
Nutlord been learning quite a lot of parries onto Ramboss. Definitely got an understanding of when Ramboss is trying to come down with these aerials.
Yeah, and you know, Samus obviously does, outside of the screw attack, really can struggle with that out of shield game. So getting those parries can really help out. Turning around that edge guard is Nutlord, but just as quickly getting double Uno reversed on him. That forward air going to seal out that stock. And a much smaller lead this time round on Nutlord's stock loss. But only a few interactions and we're potentially going to see that percent. Oh my god, Ramboss, where are you going?
Ramboss decided he didn't feel like playing the Samus Ditto anymore and just held right and dipped out.
So I think what Nutlord abused there was a really interesting, like, little technical thing. It's actually been in every Smash game, but it's not so known about, is when you hold the different direction in on the control stick when you're being hit, you actually influence the direction you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. I never knew that.
Come on, guys.
It's interesting because it definitely felt like Ramboss was doing better in neutral, but Nutlord was doing way better in advantage.
Yeah. The main thing, though, was that there wasn't much neutral going on. Like, because Nutlord was doing so much to just hold on to that advantage, so often. Obviously when the neutral when those neutral situations where both people had stage control, Ramboss definitely kind of seemed to win more often in those interruptions. Nutlord just got so much more.
Yeah, Nutlord starting out this game with the "you look tough" emote, which I think after winning the first game is maybe a little bit.
It's what he said last time as well. So maybe he's keeping himself grounded.
To be fair, I respect that. Never forget who you're playing against.
Maybe at the end of the day, it's just habit.
Wow, that's so unfortunate because Ramboss was doing really well there, covering Nutlord's landings, and then just one slip up, and Nutlord again just took way bigger advantage than Ramboss has been able to.
Yeah, this is looking real nice. Like, this is the exact kind of situation he wants to be in. Around those forward airs, but that forward smash.
Yeah, and like I'm saying, Nutlord just landing a little bit too aggressively a lot of the time.
He's doing so much to like stall well around like aerial anti-airs, but those grounded anti-airs have been really eating alive. Mortal under the charge shot. I love this guy.
Ooh, the down tilt, nice.
It's a very, very nice move, even if it's not quite as relevant now that down smashes are actually usable move.
Yeah. Nutlord burning his charge shot early there. Normally you see the charge shot saved for the ledge trap situation.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Charge shot is such a matchup defining move, both in terms of how the literal matchup is and how matches can kind of go just on those split decisions. Because you can burn it early and get such a sillily early stock. When people are out there in the blast zone, but also maybe that's just not worth the risk. Oh my lord, did he just roll on dash attack and kill off the top?
I think he really be do.
I feel like Nutlord is kind of embodying the spirit of an older era of Samus, where you just don't really care, play aggro and dash attack people.
It does feel like he uses all the kit and he's very liberal with the usage of all the moves. You can see Ramboss is basically sticking to charge shot, missile, forward air.
Yep. Oh, gotten some nice little strings coming in there. Ramboss kind of struggling to land, although now he's got that very nice juggle. Battlefield is not a situation Samus wants to be in where you're in disadvantage. You can just get stuck there for years. Parry the charge shot, let's go.
Ooh. And that's a big difference we've been seeing is Nutlord's not afraid to go off stage, whereas Ramboss has been holding the ledge trap every single time.
Yeah, but the thing is, we've been seeing Ramboss has been getting kills on the ledge trap, and Nutlord just has not been getting kills in those off stages. That can change with any one correct read, though. It's so scary.
Sure.
Especially with something as terrifying as that Samus dare.
And Nutlord landing a little bit too aggressively.
Speaking of aggressive, that dash up from Ramboss getting punished quite nicely. He has to, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Very nice.
Taking a page out of Ramboss's book, playing it nice and textbook.
But I think it's something that top players realise that the longer someone has spent off stage, the more likely they are to do a panic roll onto stage once they get to the ledge, because they just don't want to spend any more time off stage.
It's true, it's true. But it's super unfortunate that people do that, because you actually get more invincibility the longer that you've been off stage.
Yeah.
But a charge shot there from Ramboss.
Again, it's Nutlord's landings I think is the big thing holding him back. He's getting called out nearly every single time for it, and it can be very hard to land on Samus. I'm not going to pretend it's not.
It's a nightmare.
But if he could just use the platforms a little bit more. He is doing stalls, but I think so high up that you can just react to them stalling with the bomb.
Yeah. Some funky business for sure.
But on the other hand, you could say that it's Ramboss just covering Nutlord's landings very, very well, which I think he is doing. The pivot grabs, the charge shots, the bombs, all doing a really, really good job at covering Nutlord's landings.
I would have never imagined that the Samus Ditto would be this interesting.
It's really nice.
A fun set. I have no idea how.
There's a a lot of kind of little mental games going on and very diverse playstyles, I'd say. You can Ramboss seems a little bit more focused on his zoning game plan. Nutlord going for some more wild, aggressive options in general.
Yeah. We even saw Nutlord kind of adopting a couple of those more traditional options in that last stock as well. He went for that really like normie Samus ledge trap. Alright, I hate this.
Oh no. We were just talking about what a great set it was, and then they just started sitting on the other side of the stage and charge shot. But here we are.
I mean, if a Samus is charging charge shot, you don't want to approach them. And if you are a Samus,
don't want to be the Samus
you also want a charge shot.
Yeah.
There is no incentive to do anything but charge your own.
I mean, it's the whole Smash 4 Cloud thing, right? Where one of them starts charging limit, and you're like...
But it's zero commitment. And it's the same in this.
I've got to charge limit now. I lose if I do anything else.
Yeah. Especially with the old limit, but, you know... Nutlord going for something a little bit cheeky, and now they're... I don't know how that upset this.
No. I mean, again, Samus one of these characters where sometimes moves just don't work.
That tends to be one of the more consistent ones, although it's
true.
More traditionally considered bad in a lot of ways. That is the situation where it's nice, consistent, and actually quite good. So I was a bit surprised to see it kind of whiff there, but Nutlord ain't gonna complain. So, double multiple coming in, tries to catch that ledge grab, but not gonna find it.
Yeah, the one time we seen Nutlord roll and Ramboss wasn't ready to cover it, he was applying a lot of pressure onto the neutral and the jump.
Very sus fair coming in from Ramboss, calling out that jump that never came. And got quick screw attack for his troubles. But once again, how many times will Nutlord land on top of Ramboss?
Yeah, it really just has been the key detriment of Nutlord in the whole set, I think, so far. The one key difference where Ramboss is consistently landing.
Oh, I could have been so sick if he'd done like a drop zone narrows.
That was so nice. Drop through Zare into the dash attack.
That was very clean.
Ooh, no pummel. I think up throw might have killed with a pummel there. Something you always got to remember that, especially at a high percent like that, you can squeeze in 3 pummel.
Just deleting that falling back air. That's honestly the sort of spacing you want to get for a left aggressive land Samus. Not landing right on top, landing to the slide with that max extension range on that back air. Because that thing is incredible, and on the tippy toes, it's so safe.
I really appreciate that mix-up from Ramboss. Using the neutral B to turn around, reacting to the fact that Nutlord had jumped right into his face and knowing that he would press another aggressive option, jumping over and getting the back air. Really nice reactions there.
Impeccable stuff. Genuinely.
Ooh, the up turns in there.
Up tilt there. I love up tilt.
Yeah. Samus actually is interesting because you see people a lot complain about Samus a lot, but there's a lot of creativity in her moveset.
Yeah, and there's definitely, you know, all of the tricks she's used to have for the most part still exist in terms of her more traditional stuff. It's just she also has incredibly dominating, very simple options.
Yeah. You can play the flowchart playstyle if you want to, but she has options to escape that flowchart when you want to mix it up.
Yes. Which means that those low and mid levels, that won't happen. You're just gonna get shot. Oh my lord.
Ooh, I want to say that's a Wi-Fi moment. Normally you just definitely shield that charge up there.
Snipe from the depths. And this is where things are scary for Nutlord, because any commitment. Never mind, charge shot's on, and it trips! What?
I give up.
That's crazy. Because every move in the game that has a percentage that doesn't knock people off the ground has a percentage chance of tripping.
Yep.
That's just how tripping works in this game. It's asinine, but it's how it works. Yeah, that uncharged charge shot.
That mix-up was actually nuts.
He's dead.
Ramboss was so far into Nutlord's head that I don't even think Nutlord knew what he was doing anymore. Ramboss was just waiting for Nutlord to press buttons. And waited it all out and then just got the up throw. It was really smart.
Yeah, that was a fantastic set, as frustrating as certain aspects were. That was fantastic stuff to both players. Nutlord played that so interestingly. And I don't mean interesting as a polite way of saying bad. I mean genuinely fascinating how he would. And it was
it was not how you'd expect Samus Disser to go down whatsoever.
No, they looked like different characters.
It was a really good way of putting it. They did.
Whew. We did it.
But
We commentated another set.
We did
happened.
I think, yeah, there's one set in the last hour. Good job, team.
Best of 3.
But after that actually amazing set, what are we going to follow it up with?
Well, let's have a quick look at what has gone down in the interim time. It looks like on Cousin Boneless we currently have our darling Fruity Boy going up against Moke to see who makes it into top 8.
Oh wow, we have really sped through this